Hey guys, this is Dr. Quads, and as promised, this right here is my little tiny trainer, and it flies unbelievably well. However, I do feel like that there can be more power to it, given the fact that the motors come back bone cold every time. I moved from bi-blades to tri-blades, and still the motors do not show any increase in temperature upon landing, which is kind of blowing my mind. So I ordered some 4-bladed props from HQ, and they arrived today, and what we're going to do now is we're going to do one flight with the tri-bladed props, and then we're going to go over and do one flight with the 4-bladed props and see if there's a difference. Are the motors actually going to finally get a little bit warm? Stick around and we'll find out. On a side note, I just got the Boss Lipo 5000 mAh 95C long-range 6S battery. This thing is downright sexy, and I decided that I wanted to put it on my website because anyone out there who's flying cinelifters or long-range drones, this thing is 10 times better than all that crap you're getting from China Hobby Line or Tattoo, R-Line. All that stuff is just crap compared to this. So go ahead and pick yourself up one at drquads.com/store, and we're going to make the pricing for this competitive, which is pretty mind-blowing given how much better this is than all of its competition. Anyways, let's get right into it and fly this little tiny whoop. All right, here we go. First flight with tri-bladed props.
Reflex on motors.
So smooth. Can't even hear the motors when they're on. Now, I already know what this feels like, and let me tell you right now, it feels fantastic. Though if you saw right there, it does have a little bit of power to be desired for. That'd be fine if you're just doing a cruisy, having fun little tiny whoop. But of course you know that, and if you're using 4-bladed props, you want the power. So we're just trying to get some cruising feeling here, do a little bit of aggressive flying. I mean, listen, this is no slouch. This doesn't feel boaty. I definitely just feel so crazy that it comes back completely bone dry, and I'm not like going super aggressive, but I'm not just, hovering around either. I am pushing these motors around. Really nice on the corner there. This drone feels so good, it's unbelievable. Now, I'm sorry for the flickering in the video. That's only because of the HDMI converter. Seems to be struggling for some reason. I might need to look into that. But as far as my actual feed goes to my little analog video transmitter here, it's perfect. I can see just fine. It's actually pretty good. The Ant Nano camera is really nice. I really like it. Jeez, this is one of the smoothest drones I've ever flown. Because it's so light, you're able to zip around these corners really well, and there's just not any wobble to it. All the wobbling that you're seeing in the footage is just me on the sticks. I'm using a lot of roll to get those fast maneuvers, but if I was flying for a job, I would be more mindful of trying to keep my horizon, somewhat locked. Like this right here. Oh, a little bit. Yeah, you gotta be careful using too much roll because it can start to make people feel a little discombobulated. Like a bird, don't go wobbling too much. You want to just go soaring around. The flight time is really great. These batteries are fantastic. Shout out to Dogcom. These 560 batteries are wonderful. So this wasn't even fully charged, and I'm already hitting 3 minutes. So for a 65 millimeter tiny whoop, that's good. Especially for one this robust. This one can take a crash and then some. Oh. Like I said. One more little thing, and these RC and Power motors use the 1.5 millimeter shaft, which feels so good putting on these props. It does make it easier for them to come off, but they are actually more rigid and stuck on there because they're not so thin. Most importantly, bending these shafts is just a little bit harder because they're thicker, and that's really great given the fact that these tiny whoop motors tend to take a lot of damage for when the props are pushed up against something, and it can actually bend the shaft. I've had that happen on my Happy models. You can always tell when your shaft is bent because when you arm the quad, you can hear a lot of noise where there wasn't noise before, and that just tells you that your motor is unbalanced and it's kind of wobbling around, and that's going to create all that chatter. Here we go, 4-bladed props. I'm excited.
Reflex on motors.
Can't even hear it. Okay, right there. Yeah, I could feel the thrust. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, there's so much control, it's actually gonna throw me off. I'm gonna have to get used to it, but look at this. Yeah, that's a lot more control around those corners. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, it's kind of throwing me off a little bit. And just fly. And then we'll test the motor temps here with the gun. So we have a really objective reading. And you can tell that I was a little bit more capable. That's because this feels so much faster. Personally, I'm gonna say I like the 3-bladed. But I can tell that there's plenty of people out there that are gonna want that speed and agility that the 4-blade has to offer. And so they're watching this right now, they're thinking, yeah, give me those 4-blade any day of the week. I like more of a cruising style of flight. And these things just scream like, can you S-bang with the 1S Tiny Whoop? I think so. I think this is really the quad that S-bang pilots are just gonna pick up. Yeah, I gotta get a lot more roll now because I'm just going faster. I'm gonna get the, yeah, I'm starting to feel it now. Okay. You just have to adjust your, how much roll and how much pitch you're using. Yeah, okay. I'm feeling it now. Oh, man. Now, I don't know about flight time being impacted, but I can tell you, once you get used to these 4-blades, I don't know, pretty nice. This drone is insane. Yeah, just gotta do a lot more roll on these turns. Woo! Listen to this, guys. It's whisper quiet. Oh, hey, no, yep. You're good, buddy. Get back in there. Just whisper quiet. It's kind of crazy, guys. It's kind of crazy. I mean, this is... I've got to find a way to turn this into a 75 millimeter and then carry a naked air unit or something. I mean, obviously we're going to lose a lot of the performance. Obviously we're going to lose a lot of the performance because, you know, what makes this such good performance is the fact that, you know, it is really light. 50 grams all up weight with the battery. We'll add an extra 18 by using the naked 03. Flight time is not, you lose about a minute, I think. This battery is very good. Oh. Brookfield is going to be happy, buddy. I tell you what. All right, hey, let's get the gun. Let's get the gun. Need to unplug real quick. Ooh, here we go. I'm going to get the gun, and let's test these motor temps. What is going on? What is happening? It's the same. They're a little bit warmer than they were before. But it's still under 40 degrees. I don't understand. It's just like challenging everything I know about drone building and motors and props and everything. Does this need 5-bladed props? Is this gonna like win races or something? Because like, you know, for flight time, I feel like it would be pretty crap 5-bladed. You'd get like 3 to 4 minutes. But if you're racing and that's all you need, guys, this is insane. I think this might actually be one of the best tiny whoops on the planet. It's so smooth, so quiet. You know, carbon fiber custom frame. Really light, but very strong. It's not really a special design. It's more of an elegant design. Everything just kind of fit together to add rigidity. Even the battery is adding rigidity in the battery holder. So nothing is wasted, let's say. The weight, none of the weight that's actually holding it together is wasted. Everything's kind of used in conjunction with each other to make a rigid frame and a strong frame. And of course, carbon fiber plate means we have a very good gyro readout. And with these smooth motors, the RC and Power 1002, it's perfect. This is a perfect drone. And I can say that now finally with absolute assurance. However, there's still one thing left to be answered, and that's what size propellers are these motors for? 1002. I guess it's actually meant for a 2-inch? Are we going to have to build ourselves a naked 03 2-inch little ripper? I think we're going to have to do that, guys. Listen, if you fly this thing and you break it under normal circumstances, I mean, like you don't fall off a building or something, if you break it indoors just by flying and stuff, I'll send you a new one, because I have crashed this thing now so many times and I don't see any wear on the frame. This thing doesn't actually have enough momentum to break this frame. Polymax, guys, by the way, and I was looking at some data yesterday, Polymax is not just normal filament. It is something special. I got to feel a little bit of, I told you so, because I knew this before the data came out, just by feeling it, by crashing it, by throwing it against the ground as much as I did. I knew something was different about this filament that made it so amazing for prop guards. And this frame right here is pure, beautiful elegance and efficiency, and apparently also raw power. Guys, this is Dr. Quads. If you want to get this design, this is a Patreon-only design. Patreon.com/Dr. Quads. Anyways, guys, I'll let you go, and I'll see you next time.